teams in this conference, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Blue Hens offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Complete to open the drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Blue Hens are in the hurry up. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gapped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball. They'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They go to the ground. Spins away from the defense. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Blue Hens back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Moffitt. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Hunt is on its way. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. That's the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Delaware. The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bowie. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Blue Hens want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive to their own 15. Pushed his way ahead, really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's a reverse. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Bowie. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Orange will have to punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Bowie. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down. Syracuse right back at him. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Blue Hens have their offense in high gear. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Snags a quick pass on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Running into the open space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. 1st down here for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fade. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Blue Hens send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Give to the back. There he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Blue Hens come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run the counter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The RPO, it's complete. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
Good enough for 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Bowie. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
With the catch, it's Moffitt. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Delaware! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Bowie. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The good news is it was complete. The bad news is not enough for the 1st down. Punt team headed out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the left.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's in open space downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Finds a man on the left. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Blue Hens trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running to the left. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Scanning the field, it's Bowie. Unloads it left. Caught on the outside, it's Moffitt. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the ground game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. He's loose down the middle. The tag. Touchdown, Delaware. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Purdue is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
At the 39. 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Bowie. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's sharp. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to sneak it. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. The give from the gun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd down.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Blue Hens are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. takes it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Handoff to the lone back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. They're going to run it. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moffitt.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Takes it on the shovel. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone, into the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And the extra point is good. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Got a little space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He breaks a tackle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the showing they delivered today, this team is firing on all cylinders through Week 7.
We've been talking a lot about this team, but you want to be remembered in the month of November. The most important part in the meat of this schedule now is coming up. You play well throughout the second half of the year, we're talking college football playoff potential.
Yeah, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I like that they started strong, made it to Week 7 now. Yes, the rivalries are coming up, and more important games are coming up, but you did what you needed to do to start the season. Now just keep that mindset and keep grinding.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.